This video is brought to you by BossRootin.com with big sales on now, and PowerPerformanceProducts.com, where you can receive $10 off your purchase of Body Storm and Body Effects, the best pre-workout supplements on the market. Two of the top flyweight mixed martial arts fighters in the world are prepping to face off against one another August 5th at Tachi Palace Fights. One cannot argue with the Shakespearean-like irony of this matchup. It features Darrell Montague versus Ian McCall, who has the word Capulet tattooed across his chest.
It's just fate, man. It's crazy.
Ian, for sure, I think is the best in the world that weight class. The kid's just a maniac. He's like a little Tasmanian devil.
Ian Uncle Creepy McCall, currently ranked 3rd in the world in most people's eyes, looks to solidify his place among the elite at 125 pounds by taking the Tachi Palace title from current champion Darrell the Mongoose Montague. It's hard to imagine either guy getting dominated on the feet in this fight, as both have great movement and creative kickboxing.
Darrell's got great footwork, so I think it'll be an exciting fight to watch. Overall, across the board, I think they're matched up really well, and it just comes down to who's training hard and who wants it.
On February 18th, Darrell Montague would become the Tachi Palace flyweight champion. He dominated then-champ Ulysses Gomez for 5 rounds en route to a unanimous decision.
So my coaches put up a perfect game plan, and I went out there and executed it. And I did it perfectly to their plans, but you know what, that wasn't me. Next time I will go a little bit more aggressive and I'll go for a finish.
On that same night, in that same cage, Ian McCall made the drop in weight to 125 pounds to take on then consensus #1 flyweight in the world, Jussier da Silva. Ian lost the first round to da Silva, but persevered to a unanimous decision victory. While Montague hasn't been in action since then, McCall took a fight May 6th against undefeated prospect Dustin Ortiz, where Uncle Creepy dominated the fight for 3 rounds.
My friend lives in Vegas. He's a bartender, and his kid's barely 3 back then. So I'm the sober driver. We get home, it's 3 in the morning, and I'm trying to tire out the baby. And he comes up with a skateboard. Uncle Ian, Uncle Creepy skateboard. I was like, oh, wow, just called me Uncle Creepy. And of course, everyone who was in their drunken stupor woke up and heard that, and they were like, that's your nickname.
Ian McCall is hard at work at Team Oyama in Irvine, California. On this morning, Ian works his jiu-jitsu with world champion grapplers Fabio Nascimento and Jiva Santana. Colin Oyama puts the 3 fighters to a rigorous grappling and conditioning workout. For Ian, the battle of training and fighting has never been his most difficult.
I've done a lot of stupid things in my life. I've been to jail a couple times, been in rehab twice. I've had a constant struggle with drugs and alcohol. I signed to fight in the hospital. You gotta grow up sometime. I can't sell drugs anymore. I can't get in street fights. I'm sick of going to jail. I'm sick of having to pay for the bad things I do.
Ian's family has always been there for him. They are not only supportive but boisterous. In fact, hearing Ian's grandmother speak shows where he gets the energy to bounce around round after round in that cage with his improved footwork.
Praise to St. Jude, the Sacred Heart of Jesus, 3 rosaries, everything, and he won. Thank you. I'm hyperactive. They used to call me Cyclone in high school. Ian, I love you and I'm so proud of you.
Ian will likely have a lot of family on hand at Tachi Palace rooting for him on August 5th. Included will be his fiancée Shay, who is currently 5 months pregnant with the couple's first child.
It'd be good to be a family man. You know, it's something I've always wanted. I've always wanted to have kids. She's 5 months pregnant. I get to see ultrasounds and sonograms and all this stuff that I didn't even know existed. That is scary. Fighting in a cage is nothing.
Every day I look in the mirror, I just want to look grungy and mean and ready, like I know what I'm doing.
Just because Montague hasn't competed since February doesn't mean he hasn't kept improving as a fighter. He is constantly sharpening his skills at Millennia MMA in Rancho Cucamonga. The team is so tight-knit that many members have a tattoo of the Millennia symbol.
I'm just waiting for the guys to gear up. We're going to do probably about 30 minutes of pickling with a fresh guy every minute.
Listen, I get up, I get out, getting it in. I'ma win, tell these motherfuckers again. I'ma win to my death, to my very last breath, to my very last step on this planet. God damn it, I'ma win. Mr. X to the Z, give us free or get hurt. It ain't worth risking your life. I'll pleasure.
Batiste Mansouri is one of the head trainers at Millennia MMA, and he has been there throughout Montague's entire career.
He was bred to fight like a gamed pit bull. That's his entire life since he was a little kid.
After practice in Rancho Cucamonga, Darrell heads straight to Millennia MMA's Chino Hills location to take a class with his other head trainer, Romy Aram. This workout is much less intense. It's more of a camaraderie type of session than a rigorous one.
He was 10, 11 years old when he started with us. He's always been the little kid in the gym getting beat up by the older guys. I'm really proud of him. I see him doing some really big things in his career.
The Tachi Palace champion talks about the struggles he's been through in getting to this point.
I don't think I went a weekend without my mom and dad having the cops called. As a kid, I just had a lot of anger issues. Going to school and then someone would say something, and as soon as it would go down, I would punch them in the face, start biting them or whatever I could to win a fight. But when I hit 19, I had a little fake ID, would go out to bars and just get into fights. I just turned it around. I realized that if I wanted to do this, that there's no reason for me to be doing stupid stuff.
As if the Tachi Palace belt being on the line in this fight wasn't enough, these two warriors also have the pressure of knowing that the UFC recently announced the impending addition of a flyweight division by early next year. While both men are almost guaranteed to receive contract offers from the UFC, this fight will likely have a significant impact on what they are offered and where they'll fit in the title picture in the newly formed division.
I think we're the best two 125-pounders, and we're going to prove who's number one. Whatever the rankings say, I don't care. In his mind, he's number one. I have a belt, but in my eyes, he's number one, so I'm looking to take that spot.
I feel that I fit in the top 3. I expect going 5 rounds hard, pushing it, punch, kick, knee, everything I have to do.
He's more of a kickboxer, I'm more of a boxer, so we'll see how that plays out. He likes to run around and try to do his little Dominic Cruz impersonation.
He'll probably just want to keep it standing, turn into a kickboxing fight, use his reach, use his height on me.
The way I see it is the fight starts standing. If I could beat you there and I don't have to make any adjustments, that's where I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to keep beating you there.
I don't really see many people in the world even that are better than me ground and pound.
I've yet to step in the cage and fight someone that's beaten me standing up.
I think I'm a little quicker than he is. The wrestling, obviously, mine's better than his is. I heard he just got his purple belt, but it's not like he's going to submit me or anything.
I think maybe my jiu-jitsu, my finishing jiu-jitsu's a little bit better than Ian's, but his wrestling and position game might be a little bit better than mine.
He doesn't have all that much power.
Like Mike Tyson says, you could have a game plan, but once you get hit, all that's out the door.
Yo, hey yo, I spit like an M16 and let them all know they can have it. That flash of magic with an imagination to match it. So catch it, it's classic, but it will not be contained in an industry man-made, cause it runs through my veins. It pumps through my brain, through my name, nothing will change. Don't make me huff and puff and turn this fucker to flames. But enough of the games, my shadow is a tidal wave. I idle, there's a right away. Fight for it night and day. I'll build fires inspired to keep my hands warm. I've hopped through hurricanes and step.
Godspeed and party on.